From zero, like from nothing. Oh, but you're first.
Your blades are sharpened with precision. Flashing your favorite point of view. I know you're waiting in the distance. Just like you always do. Just like you always do. Already pulling me in. Already under my skin. And I know exactly how this ends. I let you cut me open. Just to watch me play. Gave who I am, you're who you wanted me to be. Don't the same. Falling for the promise of your emptiness machine. Your emptiness machine. Cause there's a fire under the altar. I keep on lying to you. I keep on lying to you. Already pulling me in. Already under my skin. And I know exactly how this ends. I let you cut me off. I only wanted to be part of something. I only wanted to be part of.
Hey
Hey
there.
there.
Something in my head feels broken. I'm a gas from the burner left open. I'm a tight how the fire close. Been holding out, but the pressure keeps growing. Wanna go down the shadows, but the branches are shining at the end. You don't ever put away around the ground. You won't be going to shows, just to watch it. One knock at the door and then we both know how to score again. She can't win if you white flags out when the war begins. Aiming so high, swinging so low, trying to catch fire, feeling so cold. Holding inside and hope it won't show. I'm saying it's not, but inside I know. It's gonna be the day you know it. It's a time that's raining on the show. That's just what you want to slow.
I wonder when they'll finish building Sagrada Familia.
I don't know. What's your guess?
I heard that the completion date was set to the 100th anniversary of Antonio Gaudi's death, but it might take even longer.
To be honest, I don't find it that interesting. Just another building in the city.
Oh, wow. I disagree. Sagrada Familia is a masterpiece and an important part of Barcelona's history.
I have better things to focus on.
Okay, I can't even have a simple conversation with you.
Your whining is embarrassing.
I wasn't whining. I was simply asking a question. such a pleasure riding with you.
Looking for color, black and white. Skyscrapers we created on cheating ground. I'm trying to find my picture, but she won't let me breathe. And all we are is talking over each other. There's nothing underneath. It's all a waste of time. All we are is talking over each other. Reaching for satellites, but all alone. Under your breath, you're saying that I was wrong. Oh, skyscrapers we created are coming down. Free falling to the pavement. She won't let me breathe. And we are strong over each other. There's nothing it's always the time. We are strong over each other. I'm so tired of talking over each other. You can't prevent early mornings, but you can help prevent certain HPV-related cancers with Gardasil 9. Approximately 75% of sexually active Canadians will get HPV in their lifetime. Gardasil 9 helps protect against certain cancers and diseases caused by certain HPV types. It does not treat HPV infections, cancers, and diseases, and may not protect everyone who gets vaccinated. Side effects and allergic reactions can occur. If you're aged 18 to 45, talk to your healthcare professional or visit getg9.ca today.
Welcome to Peloton, where you're one harder than you ever thought you could. Pushed by that thing that gets you moving. Like being above your friend Dave in the leaderboard. Balls with your court, Dave. When you step on a Peloton tread with military-trained or world record-holding instructors, you set the pace with personalized targets that push you. With challenging plans like our 4-week strength training program, this is no walk in the park.
We're going to get into our job right away.
Run faster than you ever thought you could with Peloton Tread at onepeloton.ca. Find your push, find your power. Peloton.
This Black Friday, TELUS Business is helping small businesses get more done and save. Get the latest technology for your business at exclusive Black Friday prices. Shop these limited time offers today at TELUS.com/business Black Friday. Conditions apply. TELUS, proud supporter of Canadian business. Right now, you're listening to all your music on shuffle mode with the Spotify free experience. Explore how to tune into your favorite playlists and albums in any order without hearing ad breaks with Spotify Premium.
Hi there.
We're all just a fire, catching fire, fire. I can feel the pressure coming. I know just a fire. Looking up the sky, I can hear the tension calling. Gotta shake it 'cause it comes all the time. From the one spot to a point, turning from the sun to a sun.
Thanks. Have a nice day.
I took it out where it led, forgetting to realize that you put me over the edge. Stop the kid, the rules aren't fair. The dark's too big, the light's not there. I start to give in, and I can't bear to put it all behind. I run into the blind light. Told me it wasn't true, pointing every finger with things that we didn't do. So that's why I kept missing the clues and never realized that the one that did it was you. It's not legit, rules aren't fair. The dark's too vivid, the light's not there. Start to give in, but I can't bear to put it all behind. I run into a blind light. Stop killing us! I should have said it. Gave you one chance already, regret it. Trying so hard to be sympathetic, but I know where it's gonna go if I let it. No one else sees. Close lips, smile, cause it's part of your teeth. What you forget, you don't wanna repeat. You don't even make amends, like your head still bleed. Cause you're still, you're trying to hide the mind, but it won't fail. You know the kind was nothing. Pretend it's flawless, but I don't want you away. Now you're staying. Now you're staying. Sweating your hands while the time starts ticking. Tripping over until the clock starts slipping. On a way to the nightmare you've been living. Sometimes doesn't need forgiving. Forgiving. When you're high when no one else sees. Close lips, smile, cause it's part of your teeth. What you forget, you were gonna repeat. You can make amends like your head still clean. Cause you're slow.
those who embrace the impossible, the Defender 110 is up for the adventure. This iconic award-winning vehicle has been redefined with a distinctive modern design. A reimagined exterior features compelling proportions and precise detailing. Built with integrity and purpose, the interior boasts robust, durable materials. Whether it's the all-terrain capability, ample cargo capacity, or innovative camera technology, the Defender 110 lets you go further and do more. And with seating for up to 7, everyone can enjoy the journey. Learn more at landrover.ca.
You can't prevent early mornings, but you can help prevent certain HPV-related cancers with Gardasil 9. Approximately 75% of sexually active Canadians will get HPV in their lifetime. Gardasil 9 helps protect against certain cancers and diseases caused by certain HPV types. It does not treat HPV infections, cancers, and diseases, and may not protect everyone who gets vaccinated. Side effects and allergic reactions can occur. If you're aged 18 to 45, talk to your healthcare professional or visit getg9.ca today.
Welcome to Peloton, where you're one harder than you ever thought you could. Pushed by that thing that gets you moving. Like being above your friend Dave in the leaderboard. Balls in your court, Dave. When you step on a Peloton tread with military-trained or world record-holding instructors, you set the pace with personalized targets that push you. With challenging plans like our 4-week strength training program, this is no walk in the park.
We're going to get into our jobs right away.
Run faster than you ever thought you could with Peloton Tread at onepeloton.ca. Find your push, find your power. Peloton.
Did you know you can find your favorite artist concerts on Spotify? Tap the button to see a list of upcoming, personalized, live, and virtual events just for you.
feels like it's raining in my head for 100 days. Stare in the mirror and I look for another face. And I get so tired of running out fires and making out lies, checking my eyes, talking out loud, talking out what's inside, and it feels like it's raining in my head for 100 days.
It's hard to laugh when I'm the joke, but I can't do the song. You can't save me from my life, self-control. Sometimes bad things take their place, good things go.
I've asked for forgiveness 100 times. Believed in myself when I apologize. It's like a fear, but nobody cares, going nowhere. Like falling downstairs, mom and everyone stares, no one's there. It's for forgiveness 100 times. I'm just taking a shot. Maybe I'm just too eager. Oh, maybe I'm losing some pride. I have to make it some ego. I said it would miss his mind. Yeah, maybe the problem is ego. Maybe the problem is mine. Really, I'm high. Talking to him, talking to curious. This is a feeling like it's not serious. Zero to ceiling. Feeling the limit is falling. And the odds are doing because I just tell you I'm better than I spit out my medicine. Talking and playing and chatting. Tell me what you want me to be. Feeling so faithless, lost under the surface. Don't know what you're expecting of me. But under the pressure of walking in your shoes. Every step that I take is another mistake to just come in the undertow. Sounds, holding you tight, afraid to lose control. It's everything that you thought it would be. It's falling apart, right in front of you. Every step that I take is another mistake to and every second I waste is more than I can take. So All my friends are heathens, taking slow. Look for them to ask you where you go. Please hurry, can you say what you will? You find out that everything in you. All my friends are heathens, taking slow. It's all that so last job. All my friends are heathens, taking slow. Please tell me, can you say please tell
Hi, welcome to McDonald's. Can I take your order?
Hi. Oh, wow. Yeah, can I get yeah. The McValue menu has a lot of delicious options for under $4 each plus tax, like a cheeseburger deluxe, sweet chili junior chicken, McDouble, and chicken snack wrap. So it's okay to take a minute when ordering. The McValue menu. So many options for under $4 each. plus applicable taxes at participating McDonald's restaurants in Canada. Prices exclude delivery.
Try to break me down, but I'm too strong to lose a single round. Yeah, I was on to be the greatest. Yeah, even though you hate it, seems like it seems like it seems nothing left. It's on my chest. We got that we needed, so I walk away slowly. I'm trying to slow down, these guys will take my phone. Too scared to walk that tightrope. You belong just to me. You can try to break me down, but I'm too strong to lose a single round. Yeah, I was born to be the greatest. Yeah, even though you hate it, seems like it, seems like it, seems Got this far, taking chances. Loneliness, a little bit of disregard. And I'm full of complaints, but I can't help the fact that everyone can see these scars. I want you to want it, but I want you to feel. But it's like no matter what I do, I can't convince you. Just believe this is real. So I let go and watch you. Turn your back like you always do. Face away and pretend that I'm not. But I'll be here because you're all that I got. Insecure, a little unconfident, but you don't understand. I do what I can, and sometimes it don't make sense. I am what you didn't want to say, but I never had a doubt. It's like no matter what I do, I can't convince you for once just to hear me out. So I am watching you, turn your back like you always do. Face away and pretend that I'm not, but I'll be here 'cause you're all that I got. I won't pay that no. It's I.
Welcome to the Cinnamon Toast Crunch Kitchen, where a bit of this, a splash of that, and a blast of makes Cinnamon Toast Crunch the fun way to start the day. Dive into the irresistible world of cinnamon to start your day. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, blasted with Cinnadust. Click or tap the banner now to find out more.
Welcome to Peloton, where you'll run harder than you ever thought you could. Pushed by that thing that gets you moving. Like being above your friend Dave in the leaderboard. Balls in your court, Dave. When you step on a Peloton tread with military trained or world record holding instructors, you set the pace with personalized targets that push you. With challenging plans like our 4-week strength training program, this is no walk in the park.
We're gonna get into our jobs right away.
Run faster than you ever thought you could with Peloton Tread at onepeloton.ca. Find your push, find your power. Peloton.
Ready to have the most power over your music? Settle into your favorite playlists and albums with every song flowing into the next. Thanks to uninterrupted music listening. There's no one way to listen with Spotify Premium.
Yes, he's back. 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 Well, look for the star bro. Put a baby never with a full tongue. And it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead, did it boom, boom, from. Still a white shirt, pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with a fixed birds and a Bud Light shirt. Liverpool, pushing, and a electrician. Y'all like work. And I don't gotta wait to see you. I make believe. And you know I need to stay for Steve. If I was to ever take your lead, it wouldn't be as friendly break your feet. If I was to ask for making tea, now again if she would come back with me. Will I really have a shot at a feet? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back like
Hello.
Now back in the days of open, right around the time I became a doping, ate some cocaine as a way of coping, take the lonely, give kids a heartbeat, turn me into Tony face emoji, but my shit may not be age appropriate, but I will hit a deep in the face with a participation trophy. Yes, I have zero doubts that this whole world's better to turn into Girl Scouts and censorship girls. So when I started this verse, it did start off lighthearted at first, but it feels like I'm targeted, mind-boggling how my profit is skyrocketed. Look what I pocketed, yeah, the shit looks just like y'all. I feel like jogging in, I've been running, nothing speeding. That's why I my head like my noggin, and trying to fight targeted. When you defeat who the best, but I saw white chalking when I stepped up to that mic cocket. Oh my God, attention, that's again. Just like that, backward. Bring it down. Sometimes I wonder what the old me can say. What? Because you can see the way she is today. And I will see that everything is good. What's my name? What's my name? She's a like me. I'm a bigger trick than cacti bee. That's why these words seem just like working. Like 5 G's with opening back my seat. Open our Kelly safe. The black guy got ease. In my hair, next time he's white teeth. Walking for real, that 5 Street. My friend to the cat side is unidentified slack, but that's fine. He's up like a horse that I sat that tree. While the whole world is like at it at my feet. How can I explain to you what I eat myself? I'm a danger to. I'm on tracks like a kangaroo. And see you dancing to the anger you. So if I think that shit, I'ma say that shit. Can't tell me what? Okay, that's it. Go ahead, Paul. Wait to say gas quick. We are processing out big ass bitch. I don't have to get shit for that. Why? But you can also mind taking back. Fuck them, fuck Jimmy, fuck Jimmy, fuck me, fuck you. Fuck my own kids, that right? Fuck them. Niggas too far. Them and too far. Too far. Got 2 balls. Niggas too far. What you thought you saw, get what you saw. Cause you never gonna see me. Can't see me, see the kids napping. Never did happen. Like Sherry Bikini, Harry Houdini. I vanish into the Daenerys. I'm leaving my mother. I'm not so rich in my back. Just like that in the background. Get all my back, don't survive the last. The kindly in the sides. No surrender, no trick, our fingers go. Prepare the dangerous life. Hey, every day went away. I'm trying to get up and I get me down. When I need to be saved. You think it was strong, you think it was dead. Shot a good rocket into the sky. I think it's stopping tonight. How about that? I will not give in. I'm not raised in a fight. Every day we choose, we might win or lose. This is the dangerous life. Hey, 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 every day right away. They say that I'm on, it's in the corner. It's the wrong, it's on the wrong. Hey, 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 when I need to be saved. They cut me out, but this is my round. Shot like a rocket, I live in the sky. Nothing can stop me tonight. Hey, 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 that's
You hit that bush or something? Slow down! See ya.
Woke up with blood on my shirt, my head spinning like I probably said a few stupid things. I'm late for work, but somehow I don't give a shit. And besides, my job really fucking stinks. I'm not paying, I'm letting go and taking my ass to Mexico. When will I be back? I don't even know, but if you wanna know more, I just might leave a note. So, I'm trying so, step up, podcast, place, and so, it's just today. Trapped in this pathetic town, I must have been held down and watch the days fall off the calendar like wow. I can't believe it took so long to realize that this is wrong and I completely don't belong here and I'm getting out. I'm letting go and taking my ass down to Mexico. It's got me here, so let's just have a toast. So, I'm jumping. So, step up, place, and so, McPops from McCafe are a new sweet treat available in 3 delicious flavors: berry, white chocolate, and hazelnut and cocoa. Perfect to add onto a small $1 plus tax premium roast coffee. It's a match made by McCafe. At participating McDonald's restaurants, prices exclude delivery.
Welcome to Peloton, where you're one harder than you ever thought you could. Pushed by that thing that gets you moving. Like being above your friend Dave in the leaderboard. Balls in your court, Dave. When you step on a Peloton tread with military-trained or world record-holding instructors, you set the pace with personalized targets that push you. With challenging plans like our 4-week strength training program, this is no walk in the park.
We're gonna get into our job right away.
Run faster than you ever thought you could with Peloton Tread at onepeloton.ca. Find your push, find your power. Peloton.
Give me one last dance before we hit the ground. It's all to try, what a lovely way to die. If you're waiting by my side, I'm in for the ride. There's no running or escape, all the fun and never waste. Once you feel it hits your veins, it's too late. Let's go stop this, what's going down?
against the wall. It's the final curtain call. Come to me, a brawl, brawl, brawl. There's no stopping, there's no way to help. Before we start. Before we today, today, so what today? Paranoid is all I got left. I don't know what stress me first. How the fresh was fed. Just when it was, my voice in the back of my head. Face that hold inside. Face that waste when I close my eyes. Face that watch every time I'm alive. Face the last every time I'm walking. I'm just everything. So I know that when it's time to sink or swim. Face inside is hearing me. Right in the US. Yes, I can. So the inside too, it's probably worse. I don't know what set me on first, but I know what I can't stand. Everybody has to fight to the virus, I can't add up to what you can. Everybody has space to the whole inside. Face to the waste when I close my eyes. Face to watch every time they lie. Face to laugh every time they fall. Just everything, so you know that it's hard to sink or swim. Face inside is watching you too. Right inside, just it's not your inside of my head. Can't stop. Find the place inside this life.
this first. Ready?
You do your thing and I'll do mine after that. Alright, Brad? Go on, do it.
So the boy on the flame, pulling it simple, chops off that ham in the frying pan like spam. Get down when I come and slam. Damn, I feel like the sun is Sam. Don't really win shit, hectic. Mix with the check, got me coming like General Electric. And I like top and count. I'm thinking it's all over when I go out drinking. Oh, making my mind slow. That's why I don't fuck with the big four. Oh, bro, I got to maintain. Just a player like me is going insane.
Sometimes I'm up there on the clock, black board, skin drip, you know what I'm not stop. Jump in a race, watch running for your clock, screaming aloud, now shot, that's not. I'm gonna do what I wanna do. The time when you know you know it come true. As you know, I know, as you know, like me. Don't shoot, Dennis, but it can't know like me. Two blood style, pushing wild. Happy face, but you never see me smile. Looking at me, straight out of space. And you go like me, it's over the song. It's on
Boy, I'm strong, play the trumpet, I'll hit that bone and break you off something soon. I got to get my props, cops coming trying to snatch my cross. These bitches trying to blow my house down. Underground, to the next chance. They get mad when they come to break my slide, and I'm out in the night, you scared. Yes, I'm the poppin', I don't own this shit when I get with the ultraviolet train. Kids from the red light beams, now the humidity in the house face. Oops, too much so much scream. I prefer some weed, cause I'm a green flame.
When it comes to smart water alkaline 9.5 plus pH with antioxidant, it is nothing to overthink. So, while you may be performing mental gymnastics over whether the post for Tim crowd is worth it, if you'll be able to find a spot for your yoga mat, or if that spin instructor will make you late for dinner again, don't overthink how you hydrate. Life's full of choices. Smart water alkaline is a simple one.
As Canadian dairy farmers, we follow ProAction, Dairy Farmers of Canada's national quality assurance program with 6 modules, like milk quality. ProAction sets standards of excellence. That's what's behind the Blue Cow logo.
Hey, welcome to this bonus announcement episode of the Mindset Mentor. The Mindset Mentor just officially hit 300 million downloads. And to say thank you to you, I actually want to give back.
Listen, I never thought that the podcast would ever get to where it is right now when I first launched the show. And to celebrate this massive milestone, I'm doing something really amazing and something I've literally never done before. I'm actually teaming up with SiriusXM to put together an all-day live event and recording in Los Angeles on February 22nd. This is going to be a special, exclusive event that's only for about 80 to 90 of our most dedicated fans for a once-in-a-lifetime experience. But here's the catch. These tickets are actually not for sale. Instead, I'm going to be launching a 300 million download contest where you can apply for a chance to be one of the lucky few to join us in LA. This is your opportunity to be part of a select group who enjoy a full day with me doing live coaching and podcast recordings. We're going to have Q&A sessions. We're going to work together. And who knows, there might even be some surprises along the way. So, how do you get in on this? Well, we are hand-selecting the best applications. So show us your passion, tell us your story, share how the Mindset Mentor podcast has impacted your life. We want to hear what makes you a true fan. Remember, this is more than just an event. This is a celebration of our journey together and a chance for us to learn, to grow, to connect, and to get inspired by being in each other's presence. To apply, just go to Mindset Mentor Contest right now. And I'm excited about this and to make this a celebration and a milestone that you remember. So once again, go to Mindset Mentor Contest right now, and hopefully I'll see you in LA on February 22nd. If you decide not to figure it out, that's your choice. But you can't say that there's no way for you to figure it out, right? You can use, if you're listening to this, you have the internet in some sort of way, you can figure out how to make money on the internet, figure out a way to switch jobs. If you need an education for something else, figure out the stock market, be a day trader, get into cryptocurrency. I don't know what it is, but it's about figuring it out for yourself. Figure it out. Figure out how to make more money, figure out how to invest your money, and figure out how to budget that money. You have to realize, and I say this all the time, money is just a giant game. And whether you decide to learn how to play the game or not, you are still in the game. It's like being on a basketball court, playing basketball your entire life and going, well, I'm not going to learn how to play. Doesn't matter, you're still on the basketball court. Money is a game. You must learn how to play it if you want to free yourself from the game. Otherwise, you will be played. And that's that's really what it comes down to. I realized this years ago. I was like, I don't know anything about money. I don't know anything about the psychology around money. I don't know anything about investing. I don't know anything about making money. But I better freaking figure it out because I don't want to be stuck here forever. I want to get to a point where I am free and I am playing a game. And really what it comes down to is like, what do you need? What is your number? What's your freedom number that you need to be making every single month passively in order to be free? So that you can say, hey, I'm still working because I want to and because I'd be bored if I did it, but I don't have to. All right? Because financial security significantly impacts our mental health and well-being. There's so much stress in living paycheck to paycheck.
Poker.
It takes such a toll on your mental health. It can take, there's so many studies around money and anxiety and money and depression and how money problems causes divorces. And so you can say, okay, what do I need to make? And then can I live below my means? Can I not just buy things to buy things? Can I live below my means? Can I figure out what to do with my money? Can I figure out how to make more money? Can I figure out how to invest my money? I might say, hey, I'm not going to be free in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, but I'm going to be free in 10. Well, it's much better to be free in 10 years than never, isn't it? And so what it comes down to is, what do you need to learn in order to get yourself to where you want to go? And I realize it's a big world to learn. But really what it comes down to, as I said, what I want to do is I want to open your mind up to there being a different possibility, something different. Because we all, not all, but most of us saw our parents work their entire lives. So we think to ourselves that we need to work our entire lives. I want you to understand it. We live in a beautiful world where there's amazing things happening and there's knowledge at your fingertips. You can figure out how to get yourself free of it, but you've got to decide that it's something that you're going to do. You got to say, you know what? I don't need to buy shit all the time. I'm going to live below my means. I'm going to figure out how to take a $500 a month and invest it. I'm not going to spend $500. Like I remember when my wife and I first started dating, we were like a year into dating, and she was only making like $35,000 a year. She was working for an ad agency, and she's like, I have no money. And I was like, okay. I was like, well, do you want me to help you with your budget? She had never done a budget before. She was like, yeah. I go, cool. Let's go ahead and print out all of your transactions for the past 3 months. Because what happened was, in all honesty, actually what happened first, I said, how much do you make every paycheck? She told me, and I was like, okay, how much is your phone bill? How much is your rent? How much is your car? How much is your insurance? And I was like, Lauren, there's like $400 missing. And she's like, no, there's not. And I was like, there's definitely $400 missing. And she's like, well, I don't know where it's going. And I was like, okay, do you want to do your budget with me? Like, do you want some help? She's like, yeah. And I said, all right, print out all of the last 3 months of transactions. And this is when she used a debit card before she used a credit card. I told her to switch to credit cards because there's reasons behind that. But, she got points and travel with them and all that stuff. But she printed out the last 3 months of her ATM, transactions on her ATM card. And I went through it and I saw this stuff. And after 3 months of transactions going through, it took us a couple hours to go through it. And they go, yeah, I found where your money is. And she goes, where? And I go, you're spending approximately $400 a month at Target. And she's like, what? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, why don't you just stop walking into Target? And she's like, okay. She literally just stopped walking into Target. She was saving $400 a month. And she was making $35,000 a year, right? Just being a single girl working, she had a roommate at the time. And so I want you to understand, like, there's ways to figure this stuff out. It just requires you to do something different than you've always done and to live below your means. Because living below your means really does create a buffer against the financial stress, the mental stress, and give you a real sense of control and security. And so living below your means is what's going to set you free. And I'm going to bring you back to the quote that I said before. People who live below their means enjoy a freedom that the people stuck in consumerism lifestyle can't begin to imagine. So live below your means first, and then figure out a way out of the game. And that is how you get yourself out of the rat race. So that's what I got for you for today's episode. If you love this episode, please share it on Instagram stories. Tag me in it. Rob Dial Jr., ROBDIALJR. And if you love this podcast, and you live in the United States or Canada, and you want to receive inspirational text messages from me sporadically throughout the week and throughout the month, text me right now, 512-580-9305. Once again, 512-580-9305. And with that, I'm going to leave you the same way I leave you every single episode. Make it your mission to make someone else's day better. I appreciate you, and I wish you have an amazing day.
That's a pretty good one.
Welcome to today's episode of the Mindset Mentor Podcast, the #1 mindset podcast. I entire world. I'm your host, Rob Dial. If you have not yet done so, hit that subscribe button so that you never miss another podcast episode. If you're out there and you love this podcast, and you live in the United States or Canada, and you want to get some inspirational text from me sporadically throughout the week, text me right now, 512-580-9305. 512-580-9305. Today, I'm going to be talking about 4 things that you should stop doing immediately if you want to be happier. Let's be real though. Being a human is tough. Like, don't get me wrong, it's amazing, it's beautiful, but this shit can be really hard sometimes, can't it? And the craziest part about being a human is the more that I work on myself, the more I understand myself. And I've been working on myself going on 19 years at this point. I really discovered self-development and started reading. I read my very first book on self-development, and that was back in...
I don't know if anybody's listening.
And the craziest part about being a human...
The one thing I like about this dude is I'm getting like really good advice for free.
Our reality,
if it was all about like making money,
we're making it tough on ourselves.
I mean, he has to make some money somehow, but
often we get stuck in the past.
If it was like, oh, subscribe and pay for how to take care of yourself and how to think, I probably wouldn't even give it a shot. But this guy makes a lot of sense.
By the future, by worrying about the future, thinking about everything that might happen so you can protect yourself, how things might turn out. Maybe you're constantly thinking about everything that you have to do today, and so it's constantly going on in your head. You sit down to meditate, and you can't even freaking meditate. Your brain just continues to keep going. And we live in a world where we're kind of always chasing and searching for something. We're searching for happiness, for fulfillment, for meaning in our lives, and we've kind of been trained that way to constantly always be searching. I don't think it's a natural part of being a human. I think it's part of being a natural part of our society. And so, with it being so hard, why don't we make it easier on ourselves? Why don't we try to make it easier on ourselves? And that's really what we're going to dive into. It's just 4 different things that you need to stop doing immediately if you want to be happy. And so what I want you to do is I want you to hear these 4 things. I want you to challenge yourself to see if you can do these 4 things, if you can stop doing these 4 things today, so that you can try to be a little bit happier. So
let's hear his advice.
The first thing, number 1, is to stop regretting the past. It's very common to look back on your past and regret decisions that you've made. Things that you've done, things that you didn't do, opportunities that you've missed.
This guy like nails everything right on the money.
There's a lot of people that are listening to this podcast that are still ruminating and beating themselves up for something that happened years ago. And in reality, it's important to know that first off, you can't change the past. We all know that logically in our head. But it's also important for you to remind yourself that you did the best that you could with where you were in your life at that point. No matter what it is that you did the best that you could. Because if you could have done better, you would have done better, right? And you can't change the past. And it's easy to have more knowledge now in this moment and look back at yourself 2 years ago and be like, damn, I should have done something different. Well, you have 2 more years of knowledge and experience, and hindsight's always 20/20, to go, oh yeah, I should have done something. But you didn't. And it's natural to feel that way. But it's also really important to understand that dwelling on the past...
What happens when you have a bad memory and you don't know what you've done to correct?
Holds you back from moving forward.
How do you know what to correct if you forgot about it?
Time and energy. Your brain is consuming energy that could be used towards creating the life that you want, thinking about something that you literally can do nothing about. It's crazy. So you're wasting energy. Your brain is the most energy-consuming organ in your body. Even though it only weighs about 2% of your body weight, it consumes about 20% of your energy throughout the entire day. So what does that mean? You're taking a portion of that 20% and focusing it on something that you can do nothing about versus focusing on...
Hopefully the cops didn't see that.
So instead of regretting the past, we need to realize that it's our greatest teacher. We need to figure out a way to learn from it. Mistakes can teach us, and we can learn, you know what, I did mess up here, or that person was giving me a red flag here. I can't believe I didn't see that. And we can use them as a way to improve ourselves and improve our lives. We need to be the ones to extract the lesson. There is nobody that's going to come into...
But like, who decides who's not worth time?
Now let's see where we can extract the lesson. We need to be the one to sit down to extract the lesson. What am I supposed to learn from this? If my life is a perfectly
I want to talk,
for me,
but this guy's talking all the time.
Why?
So, like, this is like a perfect time to just listen.
Why did life bring this challenge to me?
And that's what I like to do. I like to just chill and chill. That's it.
Because you know you can't change the past. We all know it. It's all, intellectually we know that we can't. But we still ruminate, right? How do we get past that? Sometimes we spend a good portion of our day beating ourselves up about something that we can't do anything about. And we can't do anything about the past, but we can't control our response to the past.
I was about to say I could smash into this guy's car right now for cutting me off.
Nothing to do with your present moment. You don't think that it does. It doesn't.
I definitely don't need a car in life.
The same way that the wake of a boat cannot steer the ship. It's the past. It happened. Don't let it control your current feeling. Learn from it. And then more than anything else, a big piece I think is important. I was coaching somebody yesterday on mindset mentoring.
I want them to finish building Sagrada Familia.
And I was like, coaching.
I don't know.
What's your goals?
I have no idea, but I know it's been a long-standing project. That's for sure.
I could have always done better. Anytime I do something, you can do it well. I'm always like, man,
do you know more about Sagrada Familia?
You need to get better at practice.
It was originally designed by Antonio Gaudi, but after his death, other architects continued the work.
On things that they cannot change. And so a lot of times we're looking
I hope
at
they finish it soon. It's a beautiful piece of architecture.
I know. I love everything about it. Oh, I can't wait to see it in all its glory.
We've done better. But you know what? I'm proud of you because of the fact that...
See, and right there, subconsciously or subliminally, I would take that as if they're talking to me.
So we need to understand that it's a natural part of being human to want things to change from our past.
And, like, I always feel the need to talk about it to, like,
Number two,
help.
Now let's jump into the future. Stop worrying so much about the future. The future is a great unknown. It is natural to worry about.
See, if I'm trying to help, I'm worried about the future, just as he says it.
Because an unknown is a threat to the human brain. It's the endless anxiety of the unknown is the brain wants to solve the unknown. But worrying doesn't solve it. It gives us a false hope that, well, man, if I worry about this, maybe I'll have more control of it. And you don't. And if you've been listening to this podcast for a long time, I give you a statistic all of the time. Psychologists have found that 85% of things you worry about never actually happen. And of the remaining 15%, 12% happens better than we think they will. Meaning 3% of what you worry about actually happens. 1 out of 33 times that you worry, that thing actually happens. What a waste of your time, what a waste of your energy. Worrying about the future leads to stress, it leads to anxiety.
It's like everybody's been telling me this, but
and that is also another thing.
Not telling me like this guy's saying it.
So you're worried about the past, you're worried about
there's no breaks, there's not thinking, there's not doubt, there's no money in it.
Well, because when you buy it, there's so much stress.
I mean, obviously I don't care about money, look what I'm doing right now.
And so it can cause you to miss out on opportunities because you're too focused on what might happen. You're not actually physically present, so you're missing things. And so, to stop worrying about the future, we need to focus on the present moment. We need to practice getting into our bodies. And this is the thing that's really interesting. It's like, I've come to realize that my brain is almost always in the past, but mostly it's almost always in the future. And the only thing that's actually physically present in this moment is my body. So when I notice that I'm in my head and I'm out somewhere else, I'm like, oh, I'm not in my body. I'm not here. So if I want to get into the present moment, my body is always in the present moment. So usually I close my eyes, I do 6 deep breaths, and I try to get myself here. In this moment, say, hey, dude, stop worrying so fucking much. Chill out a little bit, right? Everything's going to be okay.
He's laughing.
That's what Bob Marley song. Every little thing's going to be all right. It's called 3 Little Birds. If you need to put it on 40 times a day, do it. And so when we get ourselves out of the future, get ourselves into the present moment, get ourselves into the body, we can take better action in this present moment to prepare for the future. So we can figure out what
I'm still doing it. I'm still trying to protect
it. I can't do everything at one time, but I can do the next step. What is the next step? You know, and being proactive versus sitting and worrying about the future, which never actually does anything in the present moment. And so if we're going to go out and create the life that we want, we've got to remember to get ourselves in our body first. Ask ourselves, what's the next action I can take? And then take action on it. So that's number 2. Third thing I want you to stop doing in order to be happier is stop thinking so much that you forget to be here. Which goes us back to a little bit of what I was just saying. So many people are not even here.
Yeah.
body's physically here, but your mind is somewhere else. You know, you've been there before. You're in a conversation with somebody, you're talking to them, and then you realize, like, they're only like 30% here. They're 70% somewhere else. You're like, hey, where are you? Oh, I'm sorry, I just got a lot going on today, right? They're so focused on the past, they're so focused on the future, whatever it might be.
I actually don't notice that.
Don't have, what they need to change.
I'm saying I know just to play stupid.
And we ruin a perfectly fine present moment by constantly being out somewhere else.
Like I'm doing right
your
now.
Your life is only a collection. When you die, if you were to be able to die and look back on your entire life, your entire life is just a collection of present moments. How many of those present moments were you actually present? Think about that.
Well, I would forget.
You know, if you can't stop thinking about a future, you're like, oh my gosh, well, I just have this goal that I really want to get to in the future. When I get to that future, then I'm going to be happy. Then I'm going to be excited about life. Then I'm going to be present. I promise you this.
Fuck no.
That if you train your mind to constantly be in the future, to constantly be thinking about what you have to do, to constantly be thinking about everything else that's coming up in the future, then when you eventually do get to that future goal, you know, if it's like, hey, I want to be a millionaire, or whatever it is, right? Let's say it's easy because that's a number, right? And we can quantitative, we can take that. So I want to be a millionaire, and then I'm going to be happy, and I'm going to be excited, and then I can finally be present.
Like, yay, $1 million. Now
when you get, if you constantly think about that future moment, that $1 million in your bank account, when you eventually do get $1 million in your bank account, you won't be happy. And you won't be here because you have trained your mind and your body to not actually be in the present moment. So if you were to hit that $1 million in your bank account, you're going to constantly think about, well, what's next? Well, I need to get to $2 million, right? You will never fully enjoy life if you cannot figure out a way to untrain, unpattern, repattern, reprogram, rewire yourself to actually be back here in this present moment. So many people, majority of people that I meet nowadays are gone. They're somewhere else. Can you figure out a way to be here, to be present? Because when you get to that future moment, you won't be there mentally. Because you've trained yourself not to. So, can you stop trying to be so somewhere else? Okay, that's number 3. Number 4, another really important thing is to stop looking for happiness in other people. One of the biggest mistakes that we can make is to search for happiness in other people, to rely on other people to make us happy. And it's important to have relationships, and to have great relationships. If you want to live longer, you should focus on having great relationships. There's it's still going on. It's about an 85-year study on Harvard that found out what makes people happy, what makes people sad, and all that. But the people who were the happiest had great, deep, positive relationships. The people who were not very happy in their lives ended up not having great relationships. They had no relationships.
Because you block everyone out.
And so,
that's an easy one.
And the people who actually had toxic relationships actually didn't live as long as the ones who had positive relationships. So I do think that it's very important for us to have positive relationships. Focus.
It's a very narcissistic type of existence.
Another person will ever make you happy.
And then when you see somebody being a narcissist,
happiness is not based off of what externally happens outside of you. Happiness is a state of mind that you decide to be in and bring that to the external. Happiness is fully 100%.
Happiness, like to me,
you might think to yourself,
this channel is so great. He does a lot of stuff and this and that, but
decided is that state of mind.
His channel is for me.
And then that state of mind makes you happy.
I'm not going to go all like Jehovah's Witnesses on everybody. I'm just going to take what I can learn from it. You know. I'm going to keep listening to this guy, though. He's really good. I don't think I put a lot of his sessions in, but I'm going to definitely add more to it.
I promise you that.
Very genuine, authentic type of person.
Let you down at some point, and that's okay. Because people are people. People are not going to be perfect. So, you know, I'm saying, well, I'm only going to be happy when she makes me happy. Well, if she ends up screwing up something at some point in time and quote-unquote lets me down, well, then I'm basing how I feel based off of somebody else. And so you cannot look for your happiness in other people. When we place all of our hopes and our expectations on other people, we set ourselves up for disappointment. We set ourselves up for heartache.
Where's mine?
And it's not saying, once again, don't focus on relationships. 100% focus on really great relationships. But stop looking for your happiness in other people. You need to focus on yourself. You need to identify things that you